Hey, how's it going, folks? Now, I know this camera is a bit shaky where I'll put the camera on my webcam on my lap. So, this topic actually arose when I was working with a resident, and now the residents, told me, the partner has told me, you know, she has told me her daughter her story, and she has to, and I'm pretty sure you guys may heard of, such and such has divorced 4 times, or this guy has divorced 3 times, and that person divorced 5 times, or that person divorced 6 times, or whatever the number it is, right? Now, I'm aware this webcam is delaying. Sorry, I got a poor laptop on this one, but I'll try my best to, invest in a better webcam, which I did, but it's not suitable for this. And you know, you know, she told me the stories about her daughter, you know, having four different, stating that she's only into the bad boys and has four, pretty much has more than 8 kids from different fathers and such and such and such. And I don't really wanted to get into this sort of someone's personal life. That's not my job. But to look back at it now and look back at in here, the funny thing is that her daughter wasn't. It's not like 30 or or 20s. You know, she's in her 40s. All right, pretty much hit the wall, if I have to put it that sense of way. Um, you know, if you look back the dating culture, you know, when you're in the hunter-gatherer society, you were if you're the alpha male or the prime alpha or the leader, you are to be selected, the best of the best, strongest, the fittest, the widest hips, and to deliver the strong baby. I know you guys been saying, well, Will, you're being sexist. Girls are not baby making. I'm only referring that to hunter-gatherer society. All right. So tribal is all right. If you look back, if you're the prime, you're the leader. Whether he has a couple of mistress on the side, it's all right for him. But the first wife will have to be the strong, the fittest, to pass down this very alpha trait down the next generation. Now, in today's world, what is that looks like, right? That looks like two high IQs. You can say two doctors who get married to each other, or the ones who are married within the social status, right? The same level or upper level. Nobody wants to marry down. Listen carefully again. If you're a doctor, you don't want to marry down to a childcare worker. Trust me, it doesn't work that way. If you're high socioeconomic, you're meant to marry to same level or upper the level to pass down this IQ gene, this privilege trait, the IQ privilege. Now, well, back in the days when we go back to hunter-gatherer society, it was completely different. You only selected the woman in the tribe. There's no second tribe or third tribe. If you win against another tribe war, of course, you take the best of the best. Now, men, in the other hand, will be slaughtered and the woman up to be kept. And that's how they pass on their genes on the woman from a different tribe. And that's how you destroyed another tribe physically, emotionally, psychologically. And yet, when you go to agriculture, if you look at the romanticism has kicked in the 1800s, if I'm correct, and that's where the agriculture was. right? Well, 1700s. I'm not gonna Google it now, but you can't understand what I'm saying. In agriculture, you meant to not only just married in your tribe, but also you married within your local. At that time, there was not much technology. You have horses, right? So suburbans, right? So probably nearby suburbs or town, which they call it back then. Now, if you fast forward, dating culture has changed. I don't know. Let me just slow pace down. Agriculture, there was a lot of religion, and there was, arranged marriage was very popular amongst in that generation. And yeah, you got romanticism came later afterwards, but it wasn't a popular choice. Marriage and relationship was designed for survival, same as tribalism, hunter-gatherer society, agriculture. The moment we step in industrial revolution, things has changed dramatically, right? So we have technology, medication. We're getting a lot more professional. We're getting starting to professional stages and things like that. So we chuck that family, extend the family on the side, and you move to city to find work. And you're in this new work city place. When you're industrial revolution, there's cars, there's boats, there's planes. So you can pretty much can date outside your suburbans now. You pretty much can date someone, suburbs to suburbs to even further distance now, if you have to, or probably state to state if you have to. And life during agriculture, industrial revolution, it was more of marriage or relationship is to survive. It's we do not have medication where average life expectancy was 50s or 40s or younger. The moment we hit technological, which is today's society, average people, first world countries, can live up to 80s or 70s. So it was the first thing that, where your lifespan is this long now, your surviving rate is longer. You have great technology. But however, dating and marriage turned to a different toll because things, especially in the first world country, you have a welfare state, you have an age pension. Back then, there's no age pension. So it's like me, back to this resident. She's been telling me, she got married at the age of 16. No, sorry, met the husband. That's the husband that I was working with. Unfortunately, he has dementia. If you're wondering what was my job is aged care worker. And they married at the age of 18. That was his first love, and they hold it till all the way end. He got dementia, but she looked after him. Okay, so it was the norm for arranged marriage or get married young, right? Even though it's an industrial revolution, and or you can call it baby boomers, right? You can call that if you wanted to. By all means, that's up to you guys, right? But now, if you look at the hunter-gatherer society, yeah, you can marry the best of the best, but also you can have polyamorous. What's that word? You can have like a couple of wives, and when you have a couple of wives or have a couple of girlfriends, they tend to be hot and beautiful, you know, cute, whatever you call it, you know. It's the same thing with the emperors, same things with kings. They can have one of the best secured wife, and the rest are mistress or whatever you call it, but he has the power. In Chinese, where we call it the second wife, 小老婆, second, third, or whatever the rest wives. And to be up at to be the alpha, you're controlling your whole tribe, you're controlling your whole nation, you're controlling your whole country, controlling the whole town. You have the privilege to get to that stage. But now you live in this technological society. Many first world country. I'm not speaking of third world country. I'm saying many first world countries. There's not much threat. We don't have to fight amongst each tribe. There is religion, right, to fight with. They're still ongoing, but it's a lot more handled on. There's still Christian or Muslims or Jewish or Buddhism dies each day because of religion conflicts all the countries around the world. All right, I'm not going to name the countries, so yeah. But nowadays, it's all based on you like the person, it's great. It's not about survival, marriage, relationship. So if it's no longer survival, then you do whatever the best. You want to date a fun person, or perhaps the trophy girl, which is the hot, best looking, or the guy, the cutest hunk guy, right? Because it's no longer about survival. You can earn $1,000 and you spend your whole $1,000, and each week you're getting $1,000. You know, that's your lifestyle. That's the Western lifestyle is always spending money on a paycheck. It's been the norm for that. What is classified as alpha male nowadays? We cannot defend ourselves. So, for example, if your girlfriend, your wife got hit by someone else or got knifed by someone else, and you try to defend and hit, you also get in trouble. You're meant to call the police. I'll give you another example. If you run a business and someone stole something or they try to hit you, you can't hit them back. We cannot raise our voice anymore as guys. Currently at my workplace, they always say to me, William, reduce your voice down. And, it's just, we are born to be better males. We're not to be born as wolves. We are born to be sheep now, or rabbits. There's no alpha male traits in today's society. There will be in jobs, right? The alpha male should be a great leader for management. An alpha male does a really good job. You can tell by a good boss and a bad boss. And that's the way how it is. The alpha is always there. Building industry is alpha. The alpha male gets the most of the jobs. He knows how to talk. He knows how to, bluff, or, he knows how to get the job, Everyone can be builders. Everyone can be bricklayers. But the one that's getting the most jobs, the one is the person, the leader, the boss. Knows how to get the job, win contracts using alpha stuff. Whether using words or, or action. Or their jobs. The ones that earn the most and get the job, that's the alpha. But nowadays in the corporate world, you cannot use that sort of alphaness because you get your job sacked, man. So I think the only left with the alpha traits is pretty much is the traits. So now getting back to the story, why are we humans wanting to have a bad ones and the hot ones? Now this is pretty common sense. We wanted to taste what the emperors, what the tribe, what the alpha males is having before life. It's like forbidden fruit from the tree. You try to grab it. Why would you date someone is like, I'm not saying ugly, but the same life's culture. It's exactly the same. Everyone wants exciting. Everyone wants the fulfillment of exciting. Everyone wants reputation. Everyone wants to turn their head around. It's like, damn, look at this ugly guy. Damn, with a hot girl. Oh my God. You have that sort of reputation. The social status is completely changed. Whether you're rich or poor, or smart, intelligent, dumb, intelligent, we'll look at that, right? That's why you see, you go to casinos, old blokes with a young, sweet tail, the lucky girl, things like that. It's like a trophy. For a person to win a good-looking person, it's like winning a trophy. Because everyone wants the same thing. I can't say everyone, but majority of the people wants the same thing. There's no threat. We don't need to hunt each other. We don't It's not like me fighting for another guy to fight for that girl. It's like in a hunter-gatherer society. Who's the strongest? It's not based on who's the strongest. Nowadays, guys can get bulky and big and built, but we can't stab each other. We can't fight each other. There's law. We lost all the alpha traits, and it's not about survival. You can divorce, you can live on your own. Girls can live, guys can live without on their own without their partners. Single mothers, single fathers can live on their own without having mothers, husband and wives. We live in a society, we don't need to rely on both genders nowadays. And that's why, may as well let's chase the trophy. It's fun, it's exciting. Everyone respect me if I dated a good looking girl. It's a trophy, it's a symbol, it's a status. I'm the winner. Everyone wants a piece of the pie. Oh, well, that's the video, and I guys do quite enjoy. Now I'm about to rant, and definitely with today's world, it's about casualness, with sex and things like that, with Tinder and everything. Nobody follows traditional values, right? We play against it. We don't care what's the consequences. Or we know the consequences, but it's not fun. Traditional conservative relationship is not fun.